it's booming. We have hella bodies. That's gonna be the biggest competition at camp, in my opinion. I mean, we can all agree on that. It is gonna be the secondary. So it's still early because I know they're gonna be in the comments. It's May, y'all. We know it's early. Training camp ain't even happened yet. You know what I mean? But starting right now, let's start with the cornerback room. Who do you see starting, if you had to guess, right now?
Starting, this is who I see starting. I see Slay. If Bradbury's still on the roster, I still see it being Slay and Bradbury. You know what I mean? I still see them rolling out Bradbury. I know I know you don't want to hear it. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but that's just what I see happening. I see Bradbury still starting. You know what I mean? On the aspect that he was an All-Pro before. Howie Roseman likes him for some reason. You know what I mean? He had a down year for sure. He's getting paid a lot of money. So I don't see Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles justifiably sitting him just to get a rookie some playing time. Now, with that being said, I do see Quinyon playing a lot, but I see Bradbury starting games off. That don't mean he'll get more snaps than Quinyon as the game progresses, but Bradbury will start the game off. You know what I mean? Of course, Quinyon, I got him making it. I got Cooper DeJean making it. Beyond that, it's hard to tell, man. I think we got 19 quarterbacks or 19 defensive backs on a 90-man roster right now. It's really, really hard to tell. I think that what's the kid named undrafted free agent? Sean Sanders, the cousin of Joey Porter. I think he's better than Kelee Ringo. You know what I mean? I think he's better than Eli Ricks. You know what I mean? So somebody is definitely going to be the odd man out, or somebody is going to be on the practice squad. But if you don't find a way to get rid of Bradbury and make it make sense and save some of that money, Bradbury going to be starting, unfortunately.
So let me ask you this. Hypothetically, if Brad is on the roster, Quinyon has been balling out at camp.
Right.
Bradbury has been looking solid at camp. Like Bradbury's looking solid. He looking promising. Quinyon is balling out at camp though. Who are you starting week 1?
Who am I? If it's up to me, who am I starting week 1? I would definitely start Quinyon Mitchell on the outside week 1, especially if he balling at camp. You know what I mean? You just have to. You definitely got to start on week 1 if he balling at camp. But, you know, I don't think he's going to be the one that's going to be, you know, I think he's going to be solid. And I think that he's going to do his job very, very well as a rookie. You know what I mean? He's going to be what we expect. The one that I think that is going to ball out at camp is Cooper DeJean. I think Cooper DeJean is going to ball out, and he's going to do it in a number of different areas. He's going to do it in the slot. He's going to do it in the return game. He's going to do it lined up at the depth of a safety, and he's going to do it on the outside. I think that's the guy that's going to ball out in camp and turn some heads. But they're not going to see Cooper DeJean is in a weird place for me. I know how the Philadelphia Eagles rock. Like we used a system of favoritism. Yeah. Like when we had Darren Sproles toting the rock at a high clip when he was 600,000 years old. You know what I mean? He was an RB1 for us. There was guys younger than him that should have been getting some of those carries. Cooper DeJean is going to have a better camp than Quinyon Mitchell, in my opinion. But Quinyon Mitchell is going to be the first one to get, you know, meaningful snaps in the regular season game, just because he was a higher draft pick.
Now I agree with you on there when it comes to favoritism and then feeling like, oh, you know, we spent this on this guy. That means we got to prioritize him, even if the play isn't there. But do you think that so when it comes down to Quinyon and Cooper, they were so close though. I know Quinyon was the first round pick, but Cooper was number 40. They traded up for Cooper DeJean. They already had their eyes on Cooper DeJean in the first round. Like, let's say if Quinyon wasn't there and Terrion wasn't there, then Cooper would have been our first round pick later in the draft. Do you think there's that much separation when it comes to like, oh, we're going to prioritize Quinyon over Cooper when they're, you get what I'm saying?
In terms of skill set between the two players?
No, like let's say Cooper, like we said, when it comes to like the favoritism situation. Like,
right.
Since Cooper, okay, Quinyon, let's say like you said, Cooper is balling, popping out more than Quinyon is popping out. But you're saying they're going to give Quinyon more reps because Quinyon was our first round pick. Number 22.
Right. But on they'll give Quinyon more reps on the outside. But I think Cooper can be just as good on the outside, honestly. But Quinyon will get more reps on the outside solely because that is his specialty. That's what he does. See, Quinyon Quinyon is he's not going to have a secondary role. Quinyon is going to be an outside lockdown corner. Cooper DeJean is starting out on the outside, but they're slowly going to incorporate him with the secondary job. And you heard that from Fangio. You know, he was drafted because of his versatility. Now, I kind of take that back a little bit. You know, I think that there'll be equal opportunities because Quinyon could very well take over the slot from day one. I mean, I'm sorry, DeJean could take over the slot from day one. You know how up and down Maddox health issues is. So, there's going to be opportunities for both players. If Reed Blankenship has a down year, you can start seeing some of Cooper DeJean back there with CJ Gardner Johnson.
So when it comes to the secondary, when it comes to the safety position, CJ GJ, presumed starter. But who's besides CJ GJ? Sidney Brown. Everybody keeps talking about Sidney Brown. We know Sidney Brown had injuries. Reed Blankenship has been there. Reed Blankenship has injuries as well. But now you bring in a new fighter to the arena and a possible Cooper DeJean. Who's starting at safety?
I think it's going to be Reed. I think it's going to be Reed and CJ because that was a really good duo. That was the duo that, we sprinkled a lot of those guys together and we ultimately end up going to the Super Bowl. I think that Reed Blankenship soaked up a lot of game from from CJ in his rookie year. And I think that, his game goes to another level having CJ back. You know what I'm saying? But I also think Sidney Brown can benefit from a Gardner Johnson as well. So I think it's going to be a lot of by committee on whoever's going to be besides CJ Gardner Johnson. There's going to be a lot of that by committee. They're going to try different fits out and try different things. But Sidney Brown, you can't sleep on him.
So, yeah, we signed – because we got so many dudes, y'all. Please forgive us. It's so many guys. It's so many guys that we have now in the secondary. But yeah, Isaiah Rodgers and also Sean Stevens, who we signed nickel slot corner. So it's just so, and then it's just Maddox, Sean Stevens, what's his name? Isaiah Rodgers. Yep. Then you got Cooper, who could play in the slot as well. CJ GJ could play in the slot. It's just so much. Damn. Yeah. I don't want to say too much depth. This is good. This is a good thing. But who do you see getting cut? Because it's gonna be tough. Getting cut.
I see Eli Ricks could be a potential guy on the outside looking in. He was an undrafted free agent. Kelee Ringo got to show something. He got to show something. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like now or never for Kelee Ringo because we came in there and we added just so much talent. Now on the flip side of that, I do so much talent, so much depth. Now on the flip side, I do think Bradbury might be out, so that holds a spot for somebody else. You know what I mean? I think it's too much talent for Bradbury to survive. If we can get somebody to pay the bulk of that contract and get Bradbury out of here, a contender could take that. McPherson, yeah, I like. Shout out my guy D-Lo. You know what I mean? I like McPherson, Eli, and Job. I think those are the guys. I think me and D-Lo talked about that before, actually. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, you good. Tyler, I forgot about Tyler Hall.
That's what I'm saying.
There's so many. He came from the Raiders, right? Yeah, I forgot about Tyler Hall. Yeah, man.
Too many dudes, bro. Like,
and you know what makes it harder for some of these guys to stay on the roster because you have guys that can play in two different areas. Like, say the combination of Reed Blankenship and Cooper DeJean is just crazy at safety. Say they just cooking back there. Gardner Johnson gonna move to the slot. You know what I mean? And that takes Gardner Johnson is going to be on the field in some capacity. You know what I mean? That's what makes it hard for somebody to maintain their job. In some capacity, he's either going to be at the slot nickel at times or he's going to be at the safety. So, hey, man, guys got to come bring their A game. Isaiah Rodgers ain't safe. He's not a lock like people think.
He didn't play a whole. He didn't play a whole season.
Exactly. Isaiah Rodgers is not safe. And the thing about it is his best attribute for the team could very well be punt return. You know what I mean? You drafted Cooper DeJean who could do that. Covey went to the Pro Bowl as a punt returner. So it's a lot of people not safe on that defensive side of the ball and that special team side of the ball. You know what I mean?
Who do you think is safe
At cornerback?
Mm-hmm.
We still talking about corner. Oh, at corner,
Yeah,
I think obviously Quinyon and Cooper are safe. Slay is safe.
That's it.
Outside of that, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody else safe. That's it. Think about it. Nobody else is safe outside of that. You got your draft capital guys, and you got your former All-Pro guy who's still playing at a high level for his age. Nobody else is safe.
Nobody else is safe, bro.
You know what I mean? That's what makes this competition so great.
It
you know what I mean?
It ain't safe. Nobody outside of them three ain't safe. So, do you think Kelee Ringo is safe just because he was a rookie and he was, you know, how we feel about drafting guys, feeling like, okay, we draft him, we have to invest more time into them. Do you think Kelee is safe? And we're getting that question a lot.
I think Kelee is safe from cut, but he's not safe from trade. He's safe from cut, but he's not safe from trade because he still got some value. If the Philadelphia Eagles felt like, listen, man, there's somebody that we absolutely need to have. Say they want to go out there and get, say a defensive tackle or a pass rusher comes available, and they're like, yo, he's available for trade. We could go out there and get this guy, but they asking for Kelee Ringo. They'll pack Kelee Ringo up. We're too deep at cornerback. We're trying to win a championship. They're not going to just cut him, but they will pack him up in a package. They will pack up Bradbury in a package. Shoot, Slay could get packed up in a package if you're getting back Surtain or something like that. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? The only people that's definitely safe, though, are Slay, Quinyon, and Cooper DeJean. Everybody else can be packed up or cut.
That's period. I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
And Isaiah Rodgers is safe, bro. No, he proven his overall Isaiah sat a whole season out. So, yes, he's saying Isaiah Rodgers is safe. No, he's not safe.
I'm reading it, but he going off of a Madden rating.
And
we can't. He's not safe, bro. And everybody want to say Isaiah Rodgers is a slot guy. He never really played in the slot like that in Indy. We don't have no proof of him being a dominant slot player. Now that could be to the fault of the coaches. Now I will say this: when Isaiah Rodgers was on the field in Indy, outside slot, wherever they put him at, he balled. He should have definitely got more snaps. But you know what I mean? This is a guy who missed the whole year, man. If he want to make the team, he might have to just come out here and be a remarkable returner and then get sprinkled in the offense as injury or something like that come about. But he definitely ain't safe.
Yeah, and when we say not safe, we're not saying like you're on the borderline of getting cut. We're saying you have to be given 1,010% every day at camp. That's what we mean when we say not safe. We're not saying like you shouldn't be able to not sleep tonight. Cut man might get you tomorrow morning. We're saying at camp, you got to bring 1,010% because it's not guaranteed that you're going to make the roster. We're not saying Isaiah Rodgers. When we say not safe, that doesn't mean you're shaky, you're not reliable, you're not good. You just have to prove yourself because these spots are coming at a premium. So
definitely, especially on this roster, man. This the best roster in football. We can't even sugarcoat it no more. You know what I mean? To make this roster, you definitely got to stand out. It is what it is, and you can even go on to the defensive line. It might be a couple people not safe there either. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that earlier, man. It's a couple people that's not safe on that defensive line, maybe from an interior standpoint. But hey, man, Jordan Davis ain't safe. I like the fact that he getting in shape. He ain't safe, Symone. Don't run. He ain't safe. Jordan Davis is not safe. He is not safe because on my depth chart right now, Milton Williams is ahead of him. Milton Williams plays better than him. Milton Williams has played better than him. But you know what's kept him safe? Where he was drafted at. And this speaks to the favoritism of the Philadelphia Eagles. Milton Williams was better than him last year. He was better than him last year. Now you don't have Fletcher Cox. You know what I'm saying? Now somebody got to get some of them reps. The best player got to get them reps now. You missing Fletcher. You missing Fletcher. You don't got time to play. And I think Jordan Davis know this. He know this. He know this. He ain't safe, bro. Now, he ain't getting cut. He ain't getting traded, nothing like that. But his playing time is at stake.
Okay.
His playing time is at stake. So not cut or trade. His playing time is at stake. That's what I'm saying. He can slide down on the depth chart.
Yeah.
Because I see the chat. Oh my God. Oh. No. The playing time. I see him.
Because at first we was talking about cuts, not being safe with cuts.
Right.
So that was jarring.
But hey, sliding down on the depth chart as a first round pick, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
You might not bounce back from that psychologically. So no, he ain't safe. He don't want to be the fourth man in rotation. See, when Fletcher Cox left, it opened up opportunities for guys like Morrow or Jarmo who could play. You know what I'm saying? It opened up some snaps for some other guys. If Jordan Davis don't come out there and show that when he's on the field, teams can't run the ball. Hold on, my bad. That's my camera. I'm gonna switch my camera. If Jordan Davis don't come out here and show, you know what I'm saying? Damn, my other camera went off. Here we go.
Sheesh.
Yeah, if Jordan Davis don't come out here and show that, you know what I mean, he one of them ones, it could get spooky for him. It could get spooky for him. I'm saying, man, we gotta call a spade a spade. It could definitely get spooky for the boy. So hey,